Hey everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to Copycat Trading. Today is Thursday, January 4th, 2024, and in this video I'm going to show you what I did in trading Tesla on Wednesday, January 3rd. This candle right here, Wednesday, January 3rd, it was a down day. I played Tesla right around 10 a.m. market time on a gap that was as well as a fib play. Both trades worked out pretty nicely. So here's my TradingView charts, and here's the gap from December the 23rd, which is where I did it. See the date down there at the bottom of my screen, December 23rd, and this is the gap that I was playing, and the gap was right at $239.29. And then I was looking for about $1 bounce off this level. And so we're gonna get into the actual trades here in just a minute, but you'll see some numbers down here at the bottom. You can just ignore those. Those are actually play trades that I was doing with paper trading. And so this is actually TradingView. It gives you a really good ability to play around if you want to, but this is not my actual account. I did all the trades in Interactive Brokers, but you'll see me reference into TradingView charts because they're just simply so superior to Interactive Brokers. So let's actually get into the actual trade. Okay, so here we are in the actual trade, and on this particular day, I was looking at, before market open, I was looking at AMD, Tesla, Square, Marathon, NVIDIA, and PayPal. And this is the way I have my screen set up on one of my screens, and then I have my spiders, my QQQ over here on the far left. These are indexes for those of you that don't know. And so Tesla is in the QQQ as an index, and so therefore, whenever you're looking at Tesla, you're also looking at the QQQ. So I was watching both of these pretty closely as I was performing this trade. You'll see me messing around with these buttons right up in here. This is the 5-minute candles that you'll see here. So every one of these candles is 5 minutes of time. I'm going to change those over to 2 minutes, and you'll see the reason why as time goes by. And as you stick with me in the trading, if you watch more. But I draw trend lines on the 2-minute chart, and that helps me determine when things are going to break up or break down and what the price action is just a little bit more and a little faster than what a 5-minute candle does or a 10-minute candle. So that's the reason why I use it. So here we go. We're going to get into the trade. I'm going to start it going now, and this is actually moved a little bit faster than what actual real time is. And this is my mouse that you'll see moving back and forth. I'm just going to talk you through it. So notice my levels are set up before the market opens, and I had a 642 shares set up to purchase and 642 for the sale. So my 642 here for purchase and my levels all set, which I change here in just a minute. So as you can see, the price is going down to the level, and the level pierced, and pierced by about 30 cents and right to the even number. And I should have realized that, but it was just a little bit past the gap. It initially takes the bounce, but I wanted more. So about 5 minutes in the trade, the level works, and you'll see it come down there. I'm adjusting just a few things having to do with the 2-minute time scale, but it doesn't take very long. It's about 5 minutes into this first trade, and Tesla ramps up real good for a $1 profit. So I set that price right there for $239.29 and my out price for $240.29, and there it goes. All right, so notice that the price goes down in the level, bounces after 30 cents, and due to my down-sloping trend lines and my 2-minute chart, I thought there was a chance for a breakout and a run. So as soon as it retraced below the even number of 240, I purchased 100 shares and waited for the run for another $1, and this did not work out too well. I got stopped out. Now my down-sloping trend lines, this one didn't work out, so I stopped out after about a 28-cent loss on this, but you can see how that the price is fluctuating, and then I get a little bit nervous, and so I just stopped right out of that. And if you get nervous, that's what you should do. However, I knew according to my down-sloping line that it most likely is going to get my next level, which was a fib level at $237.99. So I loaded it up and waited for the fall. And of course it came. The problem with the fibs is they like to pierce quite a bit, and this one did. So what I did is actually purchased 100 shares exactly at the fib, and then I waited patiently for a good pierce. I watched the price change as it came down, and every time it approached my level and then backed back off, I brought it down just a little bit. And I wanted it to show me that signal as it got down lower that it was going to reverse. So I waited patiently for it, then finally got the full price there. And then I wound it up with the second ad at $237.35, which at which time I felt had a pretty comfortable position. I went ahead and loaded up another ad below that at 236 even number, just in case it approached down there. but it showed me that it wanted to reverse. So it actually worked out pretty good. I wound up with my, as you can see, the scale started with 2-minute candles. I went ahead and loaded another order up for $1.50 lower, just to quickly add to the position if I need to, and if I need to bring my average down. And the reason I did this is I saw the QQQ was coming down into a gap of 398.80. So you can see I loaded it up here just so I could watch it. And I came close to trading this with the QID or the QLD over here, but I never did. But I knew that once it reached its gap, once the gap started working here, it was going to make Tesla ramp up pretty quick. And the QQQ sometimes, the index, if it has a gap, it's just going to get to that gap and it'll hold everything down in the index until it reaches that gap. So, but I knew once it reached that gap and it started working, that Tesla would ramp up. So notice on the QQQ chart, it's getting lower. On the left-hand side of my screen, it's almost to the gap, and then you can see Tesla wants to go up and it wants to push up. I was looking for 50 cents here, but I changed my mind and decided only to take half at the 50-cent mark. So I actually changed it to 300 shares off the table. And then the other half of my shares, hopefully $1. Well, when the QQQ finally reached its gap, it had been about 15 minutes since I entered the trade for the second time. Then the gap began to work, which gave Tesla permission for the fib level to work. Up it went, got me out of my half my position at 50-cent gain. But I knew it should get more since the QQQ started going. And at this point, after about 20 minutes had passed here, and Tesla reacted for me. It came up about 90 cents. I got impatient, brought the price down to meet the price of the stock, and then I put it back up to try to capture the full dollar, which it filled me, I think, for about 80 shares, and then it actually came down, and I got out. And I drew the 220 down because I didn't want it to go against me, and that's what you should do. If the price looks like it's going to go against you, you should get out so that you don't go down lower. So if I'd waited a bit longer, I would have captured the full dollar and then some, but I was not sure if the market was going to do so. Plus, it was a good day, and I didn't want to run it by being too much of a cowboy. If I had to do over, I would be more patient. And overall, it was a good day. Got about $800 in the pocket in about 45 minutes. Low risk and low stress. I hope you enjoyed the video. I put the full 47-minute long video up on the site with only light editing if you want to see the whole thing. And again, this was a gap play followed by a fib play combined with downsloping trend lines. Until next time, this is Mr. Copycat signing off.